Alright, so spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie, now's your chance to bail. I've warned you, but also at the same time, how have you not seen this movie already? Alright, let's begin. Hello, and welcome to The Movie Moment, the video series where we talk about the best movies from the past and the present. This is your host, your favorite man-child, Super Jesus Jackson. Today, we are going to be talking about the brilliance of the Knightmare scene in Zack Snyder's Justice League. I think this scene perfectly encapsulates the toxic relationship that Batman and Joker have, and the clever ambiguity of the death of Robin and Joker connection. And what's crazy is that Snyder managed to do all this with only one scene between Joker and Batman, the only scene that the two of them have together in the Snyderverse. Before we do begin though, please make sure to hit that notification bell so you can get notified whenever I upload. And also, I'm going to be using minimal or if any actual footage from the film just to save my ass from any possible copyright strikes because it's been brutal, guys. Thank you for your understanding. Alright, now let's begin. So the first piece of dialogue that matters is Joker's consistent fish metaphor. He says, "my little fish stick" in the beginning, as well as flounder later on in the scene.
Au contraire, my little fish stick. Maybe, in a way, that smelly old flounder is right.
So who is this fish? The flounder. Well, a fish is usually associated with divinity, with Jesus Christ. And who is this messianic figure in the Snyderverse? Well, Superman, right? Also, just an aside, just for fun, I looked up real quick the symbolism behind fish and flounder fish, and what I found is that if you dream fish, it's usually peaceful and divine and all is well, but have a flounder/flat fish in your dream, or in your nightmare scene, there will be a failure to achieve intended plans and bad luck. Sounds a little fishy to me. Okay, I need to stop. But it sounds like the Knightmare timeline, if you ask me. But that was just for fun. None of those websites are scholarly or anything, but I still think it's interesting. It reminds me of the time I looked up the symbolism of cherries because of what Lex Luthor said in BVS with the Jolly Rancher. You know, that one scene that everyone kind of shit on? Cherries symbolize rebirth, which makes sense because Zod comes back to life as Doomsday. So nothing is pointless in the DC Snyderverse. Nothing. Anyway, back to the scene. The Joker says,
He knows exactly what it's like to lose someone he loves.
He knows exactly what it's like to lose someone he loves. Referring to Superman, I'm pretty sure. And he continues.
You know, like a father. Like a mother.
You know, like a father, like a mother. Which he is now referring to Batman's parents. And we know this hits home because Batman follows that up with,
"Be very careful with the next thing you say."
It's a sensitive topic for him, and Joker continues,
Like an adopted son.
Now this is all accurate because Superman, the flounder, knows all about loss. He just lost Lois Lane in the Knightmare timeline, and when it comes to Batman, he lost his parents. They lost Bruce when they were murdered, but also, his parents are not the only thing Bruce lost. Of course, Bruce lost Robin, essentially his adopted son. Boom. The Joker says,
Maybe, in a way, that smelly old flounder is right. Because how many can die in your arms before you grow numb to death?
completely just lambasting Batman and his unhinged behavior in Batman v Superman, as well as before BVS in that timeline. Also, we know Jason Todd/Robin died in Batman's arms. This also implies that Superman thinks the worst of Batman, which makes sense because it seems to be that Batman is responsible for the death of Lois Lane, as referenced later in the scene by Joker. The Joker is just baiting Batman further and further into madness, into guilt. More on that later. Joker says,
Now, how many dead eyes can you look into before you die inside yourself?
Batman says,
I've been dead a long, long time ago.
Again, just referencing the savage and unhinged Batman we saw in BVS. Batman threatens to kill Joker if he crosses the line, and Joker says, You can't kill me. I'm your best friend. Best friend. Sidekick? Like sidekick best friend? Yeah. Like Robin, or best friend as in a reference to him being Batman's main villain? See, this brings me to another point. I love the ambiguity of the scene's dialogue. Is it confirmed that this Joker was Robin? No. Is it confirmed that this Joker is the Joker that killed Robin?
No.
But the dialogue here supports both of those theories. And that's fucking fantastic, because if you think about it, dreams are vague as hell, really. Like, we know what we saw and felt, but also not really. We don't remember everything and all the context from that dream. So that's genius. It also does make sense, you know, when you think of the Joker's background in general, when you think of like the Killing Joke, right? Joker just loves ambiguity. He loves living in multiple choice land. Joker's own origin is quite ambiguous, right? There's no canon to that, which is also why Todd Phillips' Joker is amazing, but that's another video. Let's continue. Joker continues with,
You need me. You need me to help you undo this world you created by letting her die.
Her being Lois. Joker is cleverly using guilt against Batman anytime that he can. Joker knows that Batman's main weakness is guilt. His guilt of not being able to rid Gotham of all crime, of killing Superman in Batman v Superman, of letting Lois Lane die, however that may have happened, and also of letting Robin die. Joker says,
I often wonder, how many alternate timelines do you destroy the world? Because, frankly, you don't have the cojones to die yourself.
I often wonder. More like boy wonder. Am I right? God damn it. How many alternate timelines do you destroy the world because you don't have the balls to do it yourself? I mean, he said cojones, but you know what I mean. Basically just telling Batman how many men do you have to kill and brand before you get what's coming for you. Before you have a taste of what it feels. We all know there were repercussions for the characters in Batman v Superman, but Zack Snyder also believes that a hero's villain should also teach the hero some lessons. Like Lex Luthor with Superman, right? Brilliant. So then Joker says, so as usual, I'll be the bigger man.
So as usual, I'll be the bigger man.
So upon hearing this whole Jesus Christ pic with Jared Leto that was shared a while ago, all of a sudden makes like complete sense. This Joker sees himself as a messiah in the Knightmare timeline because Batman needs his help to rectify the apocalypse. And Batman is supposedly responsible for all this, so Joker in turn becomes the better man, the one who turns the other cheek, Jesus Christ. And that also makes sense when you think of Joker telling Batman that he doesn't have the balls to die himself, to sacrifice himself like Jesus Christ did, like Superman did in Batman v Superman, thus making Batman feel even more guilty. And so after this, Joker gives a card to Batman, indicating a truce between the two, that they will keep each other alive until all this is done, but if Batman rips it, Joker will have no reservations on reprimanding Batman about the death of Robin. Joker really places Batman into a rock and a hard place, and that's what the best villains do. And the dialogue here, along with the music and foreground to background transitions, is absolutely masterful.
All you have to do is tear it in half, and I'm happy to discuss with you in any way like why you sent a boy wonder.
To do a man's job.
A man's job.
You mean like a Batman? Oh, God. So Batman responds to all this with basically saying that he made a promise to Harley Quinn when she was in his arms, dying. She said, kill Joker, slowly, for me. And so Batman says, I'm gonna hold on to that promise. And then he grabs the card, symbolizing the truce from Joker's hands. This is cool for two reasons. Batman grabbing that card is him agreeing to two truces. One temporarily, the one with the Joker, and the second truce he's holding on to until the end. He is going to kill Joker, not only for Harley, but also for him. Which is a little weird because, you know, after BVS, Batman is not supposed to kill anymore. But again, this is an alternate timeline, so... Anyway, the music in this part of the scene, along with the cinematography, is perfect. It sounds serene, yet sinister, the sun shining on the hand of the Joker. Ugh.
Goddamn, Snyder.
I really, really love those unsettling close-up shots of the actors' faces. It's very consistent with the way Snyder's shooting the upcoming Army of the Dead film for Netflix. With a character like Joker, though, it makes perfect sense, because Joker's a very unsettling character, and a big part of his portrayal is the face of an actor, right? His smile, his smirks, his eyes, everything. But alright, look. Here are the takeaways. Joker is using the guilt that Batman has to his advantage, which he has to. I mean, it's Batman's main villain. Batman's got a baggage of guilt, and even more now with the events of this specific timeline. On the side of Batman, him deciding to kill Joker is his way of letting one part of his guilt go. He's not doing it just for Harley Quinn, which, if you look at her story, it's a very tragic one too that is caused by the hands of the Joker. Another victim. But this is where it gets interesting. Is Batman killing Robin by killing Joker? Or is he just killing Joker? Obviously, there is no Robin anymore, but to Batman, he probably still can't help but see Robin somewhere in there. Is it even actually Robin? Is it that Robin turned into this Joker, or did he die from the hands of this Joker? So damn confusing, I know, but I hope you're following me. Every piece of dialogue in this scene, though, that comes out of Joker's mouth can work for either theory. Think about it. And that's what's absolutely awesome. Is it Robin that's talking to Batman, or is it just the Joker? Whatever it is, Batman feels guilty. And killing him, in Batman's eyes, would finally be putting at least some guilt and pain to rest. I hope all that made sense. Which is what I always say in these freaking videos. But there we have it, guys. That was the brilliance of the Knightmare scene from Zack Snyder's Justice League, which I hope you guys have all watched by now. This was your host, your favorite man-child, Super Jesus Jackson. Do you guys agree with my take? Let me know in the comment section below. Tell me what you think. I'd love to read and respond back. Make sure to check out my previous video on the channel. Follow my social medias and listen to my original music. The links are down below in the description. Please give this video a like, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content. That's it for me. You guys take care, stay safe, and until next time, I love you. God damn it. Alright guys, thank you so much. Have a good one.